welcome to my channel. My name is Faith. I post every Monday, and today we're gonna do a writing vlog, and it's gonna be like, this writing vlog ends when I finish my book. So my plan is to finish this book before Monday because I do want to get this up like this Monday because I don't know. I don't want to film another video. I don't like filming 2 videos in a week unless it's like I guess I don't like doing vlogs and like a whole different video at the same time because it's just too much. So I'm planning on finishing it before Monday. Okay, so we are at the 3rd act right now, which I feel like there are scenes missing because I remember I said like there was like 4 chapters before the 3rd act happened, but like I wrote 1 chapter and then I think I just forgot everything else that I planned because the planning was in my head. It wasn't like on a piece of paper or like I didn't outline for this. And I'm doing a 0 draft, by the way, so like literally the chapters are like 200 words, 400 words, so it's like not that big. So anyways, yeah, I don't know what happened to those 4 chapters. Maybe I think I figured out 1 chapter, but I feel like I need to just like rewrite this whole story and just like in order to make that chapter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're at the 3rd act. So I think I'll update. Oh yeah, plus today's a snow day. Oh yeah, that's another thing I had to say. Okay, today I have a snow day, and then tomorrow I have no school, and then like I have what's called Saturday off, obviously, and then what's called Sunday I don't have work. So like this is like the perfect week to try to finish up this draft, and so yeah, I'm excited about that. I think I'll update you. I don't know if I'll update you in the middle of today. Oh, and there's also other things I need to do. Like I'm really behind on my reading. So I think I want to like read a lot today. So I don't know how many chapters I'll get done, but it's like I don't know how many chapters I have left. So yeah. And this draft is way shorter cuz it's like usually my 0 drafts are like 20,000 words. But like this 0 draft is like looking like it's going to be like 10,000 words, and like I might not even reach 10,000. It might be like 9,000, which I think that is because like this novel doesn't have as much dialogue maybe. Like a lot of it is like very internal like chapters, and when it comes to internal chapters, like I'm not writing an internal chapter like fully. It's just going to be like 100 words. Like an internal chapter, if it's completely internal, is 100 words because it's mostly just a summary of what happened. So like there's not much dialogue or much action. There's a couple action, well, action as in like the character going places. Yeah, scenes. So yeah. So this is just like a shorter 0 draft than I just realized that my light isn't on. This. The lighting might be bad, but I don't care. So I guess I'll update you either. And I also have to edit this clip because I'm going to edit as I go. So yeah. So on the to-do list for today, write. I want to write like 2 chapters. I'm in the middle of 1 chapter, which is chapter 18, I think. And then I want to write 2 chapters. I want to like at least 2 chapters. I want to read, and then I want to edit this clip and like the other clips for today. So that's on the to-do list. So yeah, I guess I'll update you either tonight or this afternoon. Okay, so I've written how much I'm going to write for the day. So I wrote 2.5 chapters. So practically in these chapters, I kind of started to realize like what type of person. Oh yeah, plus have I never said like the name of the main character? Her name is Princess, like of Therapy Confessions. So I've never really thought of like Princess's personality, and like I almost wrote her in a way to make like the plot feel good. But the thing is like I wrote her how she like would actually react to the situation, and I just realized like how good doing that was for the scene, and it's more impactful when I do that, and it's like I just liked it much better, and I'm really glad I did that. So yeah, that's. But the problem is about her is that yeah, she's very much an internal person. So like because she's like that, the chapters like me writing what happens in the scene, like nothing really happens in the scene. Like nothing, yeah, just nothing happens in most scenes because a lot of the things is like internal things happening. So so the for this draft I didn't really have anything to say because it's just like this is what happens, but it's like there's nothing that happens, but there is something that happens. It doesn't matter. She's just a very internal character, and I just really liked how the scene turned out. Even though, like, this was the scene that like made me want to write this book. Like, you know that scene that everyone has where you're just like, I'm writing this book for that scene. So this was the scene because it's the climax of the story, and yeah, so it was really so. Let me not get too much into it because it's gonna completely spoil it. But like, it turned out differently than I thought it would. But it's like I like the version I did better than what I imagined I would do. So my next steps, I guess, for tomorrow, which it's kind of hard like making like goals for the next day when it comes to like a zero draft when I have no idea how many chapters the book is gonna have or like anything like that. Because it's just like, do I write 3 chapters? Do I write 5 chapters? Do I write just how many chapters do I write? But all I know is that I have to figure out what happens next because I haven't really planned after what happens after the climax. Well, I know like a couple things that happen, but like I need to figure it out more and like see where we are. So like I guess tonight while I sleep, because it's like 9 o'clock or something, and I'm going to sleep. But I think I'm gonna figure out like what happens like while I'm just laying in bed. I don't have school tomorrow, so it doesn't matter how long I put my thinking cap on. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna think of what happens. And tomorrow, I don't know how many chapters are on it, right? Maybe like 3, 4, maybe. I have actually no idea. Um, let's say 3 chapters, or should we say 4 chapters? Let's. You know what? Let's be what's called. Actually, but I'm on chapter 20 right now, so 24. I feel like that might just finish off the book. Actually, we're aiming high. We're gonna aim for 4 chapters tomorrow. So I'll update you tomorrow night and tell you if I made it or not. I finished my zero draft. Like I actually finished the zero draft, which it's not a thing much. It's literally like 6,000 words, and like so it's like it's not really that big of a deal. But it's like I got to the end of something which I haven't done, and yeah, I'm happy about that. Okay. Yeah, so I just finished it. Okay, so I didn't even expect to finish like this novel today because of 2 reasons. Like last night I think I was kind of like, okay, maybe I might finish it. But what's called today I didn't expect to finish it because I was reading what is it? The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett. This is the book back here isn't the book, but it's another book by the author. Okay, but anyways, so I was reading that all day, and it's like I finished it today, and it's like I had like 200 pages, 300, no, 250 pages of the book, and I just kind of just read it because I really like the book. And so then it's like by the time I finished the book, it was like 7 o'clock. So I did like, I watched Abbott Elementary, I watched some YouTube, and it's like by the time I was done with all that, it was literally like 8 o'clock, like 8:40 or something. So I put on my pajamas, as you can tell. Actually, you can just see the shirt. It's an oversized shirt from work. That doesn't matter. But anyways, I was going to go to sleep, but then I was like, I have to update this video. But then I was like, you know what? We still have time, because I go to sleep at like 9:30. So I was like, you know what? I have like 30 minutes. Like, let's just write something. And then, like, let me just write like a couple chapters, like 2-3 chapters. And so I started brainstorming like what would happen in the end, because last night I didn't do it. I fell straight asleep. There was nothing stopping me there. Like, I went to sleep, and I went to sleep, and I didn't think of what would happen for the end of the novel. But like, as I was sitting there and I wrote like a couple chapters, then I started thinking about the end, and then I figured it out. Which, okay, the ending kind of doesn't feel like an ending. I don't know. Like, it's just, I felt like there would be something after, but like, I guess this might be the ending, because like the climax started like chapter 18, and the last chapter I'm at is chapter 26. Like, yeah, the final chapter. So I finished a zero draft, and though it's not much, it's like I finished something. Yeah, that's just so weird. I actually made a deadline. And it's like, I've been procrastinating this so long. And how many days has it been? I think it's been 3 days. Like, I started this Wednesday. It's Friday and I'm finished. So I've just been procrastinating the whole thing, and it's just took me 3 days. Which I very much like started summarizing at the end. No, not even summarizing. I was just like, oh, this happens. It was literally like one-line sentences towards the end. So, but like, I finished. Yeah. And it's like, it's not that long. It's 6,000 words, but like, that short story length. So I guess I'll update you tomorrow and have like my zero draft reflections, and yeah, I guess that's what's happening next. Hi guys, so it's the next day, so Saturday, and I'm filming the reflection. I didn't want to make the reflection video yesterday when I was just like excited to have finished my novel, and second off, it was 10 o'clock at night when I finished it, so I just wanted to go to sleep. So I don't know, should I get into like the good stuff or the bad stuff, or I think we're gonna I'm just gonna start talking and then just say my thoughts. Okay, so first I want to say I'm proud of myself, because like, I wasn't going to make this video because I was like, oh yeah, this is just a zero draft, who cares? It's like 6,000 words, or like 10,000, actually it's 6,000 words, that's the official number, the official word count. But I thought it would be 10,000 words. It could have, I'll talk about that later, but it's not that much. Like, there's no point in like making a whole video about it. But then I just decided to make this video because I was like, at least I finished the novel. Like, literally in the beginning of the year, I was sitting down saying, oh yeah, 2024, I didn't accomplish anything. I didn't finish the novel. I didn't do any of that. And it's like, this year, just like in a month and a half, I finished something. And that something is obviously Therapy Confessions. But yeah, I finished a novel. And even though it's not like a full-on novel, that's something to be proud of. And so yeah, that's what I want to say first. other good things. Yeah, I think I'm going to do the good to bad route, and then we're going to talk about what I'm going to do next. Another good thing about this novel is that I feel like I can see the shape of the novel, and I feel like I can understand just like where it's going, and like I feel like I can turn this into a novel, and I'm glad that that's a feeling I have. And I figured out the character's voice, Princess's voice, which, you know, it's hard to find out like a character's voice, and figuring that out was great. Other things, um I'm also like glad that I figured out that I should write this story idea, because like I think a lot of like last year, the ending of last year, I was struggling to figure out what novel I would work on next. And then I ended up picking Therapy Confessions because typically when it comes to my story ideas, it's like I haven't experienced the things my characters have experienced. And it's like the more I live, the more I'll experience the things that are like in the novels. Because it's like there's always like something that like is mainly like I've experienced that makes me want to write the novel, but it's like it's typically not all the way there, I guess. And I guess that's because I'm 18 and you know, I haven't lived much life yet, but this novel is fully like we've experienced like the whole like everything that's big in the novel, I guess, I've experienced. And it's like I guess because I don't know how to say that without like wait, let me think of like something that I haven't experienced. Um, let me think. Well, I guess with We Fell Apart, I guess I've experienced like what it feels like to work after college, and like what that whole thing is like. And it's just like it's random things like that where it's like everyone is like eventually in your life you're gonna experience it, and it's like all it's gonna take is time. I don't know if I'm making sense, but like I'm glad I picked this idea because it's very much like where I am at now. And yeah. um so yeah, I'm just happy about the novel. And now let's just get into the bad stuff because yeah. Okay, so some bad stuff about the novel. The whole third act I rushed. Like I completely rushed it, and that's because I wrote it all in that last night. Like I wrote 6 chapters last night. I might have told you guys that when I first updated you. But yeah, it was 6 chapters, and quietly every single chapter was one sentence. That's why the draft is 6,000 words instead of 10,000 words. Because well, I'm sure it would have gotten up to like 8,000 words if I had actually like written. Actually, no, it could have been 10. No, 9,000 words if I had actually like written those chapters fully to the potential they'll need to write. So that means that future editing Faith is going to be so mad at right now Faith, because quite literally that's going to be because it's literally one sentence. So it's like writing that it's going to be not good. Another thing is that I don't know about the ending. Like I feel like this might be the ending, and I feel like um the idea is there, but I feel like what the characters say isn't correct. If that makes sense. Like I feel like I've gotten the vibes down, but like not what it actually should be. It's like even if like I feel like I'm gonna need beta readers to figure out if the ending should be the way it is right now. Cause it's like I kind of like it. Like the more I've thought over it, like since last night, I'm starting to like it more and more. But I don't know if it's like how to say it in a non-confusing way. If that makes sense. But yeah, yeah. And then another thing that I would say about this draft is that it took me way longer to finish this draft than it should have. Like, I should have been finished with this novel like by the end of January, because like this literally took me 3 days to finish, and it's like 3 days. Like, yeah, I could have just finished this faster. There's no point in like all the waiting I was doing and the procrastinating I was doing. And because of all the procrastinating I'm doing, like I'm gonna have to change some things, some timeline things. But so I guess I wish I hadn't taken so long, but yeah. Okay, I guess, is that all the reflections? Because I feel like there should be more, like on the specific things I've learned. I don't think I've learned anything writing this. Yeah, I feel like that might be like first draft things. Well, I did learn that it's called, I guess this is how I finish a novel. It's called doing the zero draft. That's completely just like bad, and then like scrambling it all together during like figuring out my revision things, and then novel, I guess. Like, I guess I figured out the process again, which I'm glad happened during writing this. But anyways, let's get into what's next. Okay, so because of like the extra time I took writing the zero draft, I think I'm gonna take a shorter break. So the break I'm gonna take is like a week long. And then the last week of February I wanna like reread this novel and figure out like what I'm doing for the first draft. And it's like I'm gonna like completely be outlining it. Like, you guys are gonna watch it and it's gonna be like a complete like what happens chapter one. Well, obviously you guys won't see that, but like I'll talk about some changes I'm making, because this is like, it's a complete rehaul. I can't explain like the way I go from a zero draft to a first draft, but it's like during that thing you're gonna see what I do, I guess. Then after that, I want to write the first draft. Yeah, I want to write the first draft, and I want to finish the first draft by May 5th. And the reason why I'm doing like May 5th is because I want to print out this novel, and I'm giving away my, I'm not giving away, I'm giving my school back the Chromebook I have from them, because that's what I write on. And then like the summer, for the whole summer I'm not going to have a laptop, because my plan originally was to like buy a laptop summer, yeah, like just as soon as I got rid of my Chromebook, or like when I knew I was getting rid of my Chromebook. But then U of M, which I'm more than likely going to go to U of M, and if I don't, then I guess plans are going to change. And but yeah, I guess plans are going to change, and I'll do something different, and the deadline I guess can be pushed back. But like if I'm going to U of M, I'm getting a computer from them, a laptop from them, and it's like a laptop that I get to keep and whatever. But I get it 10 days before college starts. So for the summer I'm not going to have a laptop, and I want to print out my draft either at the school library if I can do it for free, or I want to print it out at home and just pay my parents like $5 for that. So, and it's like I don't want to go to the library and do it, because I think it's going to cost more. So yeah, I just like May 5th is kind of just like, it's not the hard deadline, because it's like the moment I have to turn in my Chromebook, that's like the hard deadline. But it's like I really want to get it done by then, and that's 2 months. So according to my calculations, that's like 1,000 words per day to finish the novel. Yeah, so that's like 1,000 words per day. And like, I guess, oh yeah, plus I'm planning that the novel will be 60,000 words. It might be less, probably like 50,000, but I think it's gonna be like up there. Then I think the second draft is gonna be like 70,000, and then that's when it's gonna be like, but that doesn't matter. But yeah, so I need to finish it by May 5th. And like to finish it by May 5th, I think I'm gonna try to do a bunch of like writing challenges which will get my word count up. And I think actually be able to do writing challenges because I actually have a plan for what's happening next, and it's not just writing something, thinking what happens next, writing something again like a week later, thinking what happens next, 2 days later writing, and then like it, because that's how the zero draft was. So it's like I actually know what's happening in the novel, so I'll do that. So I think I'm gonna have more writing challenges, which means that I think I don't think I'm doing a February writing wrap up, or just like I don't know if I'm gonna do writing wrap ups anymore, because I feel like I'm gonna be vlogging more than I'm gonna be like more than like I'm just gonna be vlogging a lot, which means that you guys are just gonna get updates. Yeah, you guys are gonna get updates through the vlogs, and I don't want it to be repetitive, so I don't think I'm gonna do writing wrap-ups. Maybe summer I will, though. Is there anything else I want to do? I do want to read books that are very much therapy confessions, like very much like within that category, and maybe I'll make a video about it. But yeah, because I haven't read any books like therapy confessions, and it's just like I need comps for this book, and so I guess I might start researching books like therapy confessions during my break, maybe. Or maybe I won't do anything and we'll just like do everything that last week of February. But anyways, I'm just rambling now, I guess, but thank you for watching. Yeah, I guess we're in the outro. Yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.